Would you rather everything stays the same and you live double your destined life, or you are born into wealthy and lucky circumstances, but live half of your destined life?
I'd choose option one, live double my destined life. Because with more time, there's always a chance to create meaning, grow, and change your story, even without luck or wealth.
I'd choose living double my destined life with everything staying the same, because time itself is the most valuable resource, and having twice as much of it allows for more experiences, relationships, and personal growth than wealth could ever provide.
Quality of life and opportunities in wealthy and lucky circumstances outweigh the extended but unchanged duration of a double life.
You are born into wealthy and lucky circumstances, but live half of your destined life, because the quality of one's life and experiences is more valuable than the sheer quantity of years lived.
Would you rather always feel happy but act angry, or always feel angry but act happy?
Inner happiness ensures mental well-being, even if outward expressions are misunderstood. So I would choose the left option.
I'd choose to always feel angry but act happy, because how we treat others through our actions matters more than our internal emotional state, and acting with kindness creates positive ripple effects in the world regardless of what we're feeling inside.
Feeling happy internally ensures personal well-being, even if outward behavior appears negative.
Always feel angry but act happy, as this choice sacrifices the well-being of one for the positive experiences and harmony of the many you interact with.
Would you rather lose your sense of touch or lose your sense of sight?
Sight is essential for navigating the world and accessing most information. So I would choose the left option.
I'd choose to lose my sense of touch rather than sight, because vision provides so much crucial information about the world and enables independence, communication, and safety in ways that would be much harder to compensate for than the loss of physical sensation.
While both senses are crucial, losing the sense of sight would have a more profound impact on daily life and independence compared to losing the sense of touch.
I would rather lose my sense of sight. Losing the sense of touch would create a constant danger of severe physical injury, as one would not be able to feel pain from cuts, burns, or pressure, and it would remove the ability to experience essential forms of human connection and intimacy. While blindness presents immense challenges, it allows one to still navigate the world physically with less risk of unnoticed self-harm, and fully experience the crucial sensation of touch with loved ones.
Would you rather have a pause button for your life or have a rewind button for your life?
Rewinding allows you to correct mistakes and make better choices.
I'd choose a rewind button for my life, because the ability to undo mistakes and learn from them with retained knowledge would be more valuable than simply pausing time, since rewinding allows for genuine improvement and growth rather than just temporary relief.
I would choose a pause button for my life because it allows me to take a break, reflect, and make thoughtful decisions, whereas a rewind button might lead to overthinking and regret over past choices.
I would rather have a rewind button for my life because it offers the opportunity to correct mistakes and learn from past experiences, leading to better outcomes.
Would you rather have incredibly strong legs and weak arms, or have incredibly strong arms and weak legs?
I'd rather have incredibly strong legs and weak arms. Legs are essential for mobility, balance, and overall endurance. Strong legs support daily life more, walking, running, climbing, while weak arms can often be compensated with tools or assistance. Prioritizing movement and independence makes strong legs more practical.
I'd choose incredibly strong arms and weak legs, Arms are more versatile for daily tasks: lifting, carrying, manipulating objects, and using tools. While mobility would be limited, wheelchairs and mobility aids can effectively compensate for weak legs. But there's no real substitute for functional arms when it comes to independence in eating, writing, personal care, and interacting with the world around you. Plus, strong arms could still help with transfers and some mobility assistance. The loss of walking would be significant, but the loss of arm function would be more fundamentally limiting to autonomy and quality of life.
I would choose incredibly strong legs and weak arms. While strong arms are useful for tasks like lifting, they are less critical for fundamental activities compared to legs.
I would rather have incredibly strong legs and weak arms. While strong arms are useful, strong legs provide mobility, endurance for daily activities like walking and climbing, and a powerful base for overall physical stability, making them more essential for a functional and independent life. Many tasks requiring upper body strength can be adapted or assisted, whereas fundamental movement is heavily reliant on leg strength.
Would you rather you can fly but only in the cardinal directions, cannot go up or down, 15 feet above ground, or you can teleport but only within a 1.6 kilometers, 1 mile radius?
I'd rather teleport within a 1.6 kilometer radius. Teleportation is instant, efficient, and works in any direction, including vertical. Even with the distance limit, it's incredibly useful for daily life, commuting, avoiding danger, or navigating obstacles. Flying 15 feet above ground but only in straight lines and fixed altitude is too restrictive for real-world environments.
I'd choose teleportation within a 1.6 kilometer radius. The flight option is too restrictive. Being locked to 15 feet high means constantly dodging buildings, trees, and power lines. Plus, no vertical movement means you can't land gracefully or avoid obstacles by going higher or lower. You'd essentially be skimming along at a fixed height, which seems more dangerous than useful. Teleportation within 1.6 kilometers is incredibly practical. That covers most daily needs: getting to nearby stores, work, friends' places, or across town instantly. No traffic, no weather issues, no fuel costs. Even with the distance limit, you could chain teleports for longer journeys if needed. The convenience and safety of instant travel within your local area far outweighs the novelty of awkward, obstacle-dodging flight.
If you value speed and convenience for everyday tasks, teleportation is the better choice. However, if you crave freedom and a unique experience, flying might be more appealing, despite its limitations. Personally, I'd lean toward teleportation for its practicality and versatility in daily life.
I would choose to teleport within a 1.6 kilometer radius. This ability offers a significantly broader range of practical applications for increasing overall well-being and efficiency in daily life, such as rapid commuting, immediate access to necessities, and swift assistance in emergencies, ultimately benefiting more people in more situations. While flying 15 feet above ground in cardinal directions might be novel, its utility is far more limited.
Would you rather make your browsing history public, including incognito and deleted, or never use the internet again?
I'd rather make my browsing history public. Losing access to the internet would severely limit communication, work, learning, and daily convenience. While revealing my full history might be uncomfortable or embarrassing, it's a one-time cost. The internet, however, is a vital, ongoing resource. The benefit of staying connected outweighs the temporary vulnerability.
I'd make my browsing history public. Losing internet forever would cripple my career, social life, and access to essential services. The embarrassment from public browsing history would be intense but temporary. Most people would move on quickly. Being permanently cut off from the modern world's primary communication and information system is a much worse fate than temporary shame.
I'd probably choose to make my browsing history public. While it's a significant loss of privacy, the internet is too essential to daily life to give up entirely. I'd focus on being mindful of what I search and visit in the future to mitigate potential consequences. However, this would depend on the context and how much of my past browsing history I'm comfortable sharing.
In that case, I'd rather make my browse history public than never use the internet again. The internet is simply too essential for modern life to give up.
Would you rather be the only child in your family or have a lot of siblings?
I'd rather have a lot of siblings. Siblings bring built-in companionship, shared experiences, and a support system throughout life. Being an only child can offer more resources and attention, but having many siblings creates lasting bonds, teaches cooperation, and often leads to a richer social and emotional life.
I'd rather have a lot of siblings. Built-in friends, shared experiences, and people who truly understand your family dynamics. Sure, there's competition for attention and resources, but the support network, shared memories, and lifelong bonds usually outweigh the downsides. Only children get more individual attention and resources, but they miss out on that unique sibling relationship. Someone who's been through the same childhood experiences and family quirks. Having multiple people who have your back through life seems worth the chaos.
Personally, I think having a lot of siblings would be more fulfilling. The lifelong bonds, shared memories, and support system outweigh the challenges. Plus, life with siblings seems more dynamic and fun.
I'd rather have a lot of siblings. While being an only child might mean more individual attention and resources, having many siblings offers a built-in support system, diverse perspectives, and constant opportunities for social development and shared experiences. This enriches life in ways that can't be replicated by being alone.
This will be all for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. As always, stay frosty, and I will see you in the next one.